Hey guys, Russo. Good evening. It's Saturday night, and it's been over a day since I posted a video to YouTube. And I bet you guys, a lot of you guys were wondering, is that the end of Ricky? Is it over? Is it here? Can it be? Well, not yet, guys. Don't push me out that freaking door so quickly. What I'm going to give you tonight is a little bit of a recap of the White Plains card show that I've attended for the past 2 days, the East Coast National. Now, compared to the National, it's about this big compared to this big, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, I've been doing it for years, but I didn't set up this time. I didn't want to set up this time. The expense that he now charges for a booth and whatever rentals I have to do on the showcases, because I can't get them up there in the car, and I don't want to ruin the leather and all that, would have been abominable, like the snowman. So I didn't do it. But I went with my cracked addict dealer friend, and I hung out, and I walked around on Friday to all the dealers. I brought a lot of stuff, guys. No bullshit to the dealers. Didn't cost me nothing. I did over $20,000 on Friday just walking around. So I turned the tables on some of these guys that come to me. So look, the cash wasn't a problem. And, out of the gate, I had some money to play with. Now, you guys have been following me for a long time. You remember about a year ago, I told you about the Big Phat AZZ. You guys think it's classic, but it's true. And if you don't know what the Big Phat AZZ was, there was a card show way out in Long Island, a small, like 20-table show. And my wife and I went out there. She was going to hang with me for a while and then go to the mall and let me do the show and whatnot. And this is true. You could ask her. I'll call her in right now, Mrs. Russo. So we had our table. It's like a little ring. So your neighbors, like, you could reach out this way and you can touch the shoulder or touch whatever. That's how close they are. So anyway, make a long story short, there was these two sisters I found out. They were big fat things. Although one of them was a little fatter than the other. And, they were young. They were in their mid-20s, early 20s, and they were selling Tupperware, okay? I sat down, and I nodded my head, say hello and all that. And then I'm doing my thing setting up, and they're doing their thing setting up. And then all of a sudden, and Miss Russo was there. I told you, I'd call her right now. All of a sudden, I just turned to my right, and there was this big fat ass, and it was clad in these peg jeans, or what they call it, thin leg jeans, and it was denim and whatnot, and it was like 2 sizes too small for that big fat ass. But that wasn't the problem. When she bent over and I turned my head, I was like this far from her freaking ass. And what was worse, she was wearing this red thong. I'll never forget it. It was a whale tail coming up, and it was this far from my face. I jumped. I never seen something like that, and it was a shocker. Nice people with big fat ass. Scared the shit out of me every time I did that show. After I always stood at the door, make sure if she was there again, I didn't sit next to her. But anyway, guys, up at White Plains, right across from me, there was a big fine ass this time. It was a young couple in their 20s or whatever, and this guy was smart because he had his girlfriend, wife, I don't know, I never seen him before. He had her dressed up, classy, not cheesy or trashy, whatever you want to call it. She had a tank top, and, again, the same thing, these jeans that were tight, but she could wear it because she was, all right? And when the customers came over to look at the cards, I saw the guy or the husband or boyfriend, he'd nod over to her and says, take care of him, take care. So she went over, she, bent over to open the showcase to show. It was like 5, 6, 7 big fat, guys. You guys that go to card shows, usually big fat guys. And then she was bending over the cleavage with the cookies and the tatas and all that bullshit. And the other guys, yeah, how much were you on for the card? No problem. There wasn't any negotiating. I wonder why. Look, it was a sight to see. I checked it out. Look, I've been around the corner a few times. I know what's good, bad, and ugly. Well, the big fat ass and the big fine ass, there was a difference, guys. But that's not what this is all about. The show was crowded. It was a nice show. My friend did well. He sold a lot of wax. He had to me too. So therefore, I'm going to have a few more videos. The show ends tomorrow. I'm going to be there tomorrow. But, it's a long day, But again, I sold a lot of stuff. I didn't care. I got waxed. You'll see it. Everybody will see it and have a good time. But anyway, guys, there's the Big Phat AZZ and the Big Fine AZZ. Anyway, I'm going to give you a quick break, and then I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. All right. Spectra basketball. Yeah, basketball, guys. What can I tell you? It's nice stuff. I love the shit. It's not cheap, but every time I open it, I get a nice card for the PC. So let's just see if I do so. Being I'm Ricky Russo, or didn't you already knew so? All right, guys. Shut up, Russo. Show them the freaking cards. They don't want to hear the stories. Or do you? Oh, and by the way, I met a couple of YouTubers. A couple that I've met many times before. But I met for the first time Victor Negron. He's a nice guy. Give him a sub. He's kind of new to making videos. He's been on a while. Nice guy. I'm glad to meet you, Victor. All right, here goes. The base is a Blake Griffin. A little dark in here, guys. I'm sorry, but it's getting a little dark out there, Now I got a Patrick Ewing. These are one per case. They're not big money, but they're one per every 5-box case. City Limits. It's got Shine. This is Patrick Ewing. And then you get your usual shit jerseys. You got who? DeMarcus. Is this DeMarcus Cut? No, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's Jewish. Eats rye bread. Tim Duncan. His parents own a donut company. Tim Duncan. Here's a Blake Griffin. All right. Knocks out his employees in the locker room. And the Sasha Khan, everybody Sasha Khan, What does it say? Jonathan Simmons. He does the exercise classes with the afro and the little tight shorts. Here's a Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus, baby. No more of my Nets. You gone. Good ball player, but, hey. Now here's an orange of number 35, guys. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Now, do I tell you how many Karl Anthony Towns I pull? I never had a problem pulling Karl Anthony Towns, right? Something else, I have a problem. Not Towns. Al Horford. That's it, guys. So look, a quick little break, a little story and whatnot, and I'll give you another recap, another whatever, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow for one reason.